Judge Sarah Wallace, she has, like I just said, the fate of Trump in her hands. She's hearing this case. He has not been charged with insurrection, but do you think it's odd that on Tuesday, Jack Smith filed an argument basically saying, although the indictment does not charge the defendant, it squarely alleges he is responsible? Is this sort of a subliminal message to her?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt whatsoever that these efforts are all being coordinated subtly, but nonetheless coordinated. Mr. Smith doesn't do anything without a nefarious purpose, and it was clearly to influence the judge in the case in Colorado. And you can bet your bottom dollar she will cite that court submission in her ruling, which is due by the close of business today, by the way.
But Bianca, the thing that jumps out at me is that in order to sue, you have to have some harm. You have to have some economic or physical harm. What do these 6 alleged Republican voters in Colorado have if Trump is on the ballot? What is their harm? There's no standing for this case. And in addition to the insurrection charge, not only has Trump not been charged with insurrection, but he was acquitted in the Senate impeachment.
And Minnesota and Michigan have determined this is not a case for the courts. So Colorado, for some reason, thinks it is. We're going to watch that. To your point, Victoria, where's the victim in the fraud trial? Letitia James wants $250 million. Where's the victim here? I do want to talk about this gag order being lifted. Obviously, a win for Trump. But there was also a mistrial filed by Trump's attorneys this week. And they're calling out the judge's clerk here. They're calling out the bias that they say he is on the record for. Tell me your reaction to that, and if you think it will be successful, or if ultimately this fraud case it goes to an appeal court and on. Here we go.
Well, I don't think this Judge Engoron, is going to grant a mistrial over his misconduct and that of his court staff. He's going to deny that any of that occurred. But that is exactly why he was overturned by the Court of Appeals. They slapped him down yesterday by saying his order to gag Trump was unconstitutional, without even a snippet of disagreement. And so the issue here is Engoron is going to rule against Trump. He's not going to declare a mistrial, and it's going to have to go up to the Court of Appeals. It's going to go on for a very long period of time.
Gag orders, as a rule, are really bad legal precedent. But in this case, it's really pointed to a legal issue, and that is the law clerk has violated the New York rules for judicial officials, which is you can't donate more than $500 per year for political contributions. And she's donated $3,000 to $4,000. So how can Trump make a motion before the court that says that she should be disqualified for having violated that law if he can't criticize her?